Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting topic on Vedic astrology today. And today we will be talking about the significations of moon, or the Karatattva of moon, as they call it in Sanskrit. The reason why we need to make this video is because we need to understand the various significations of moons in detail. Now, we pretty much know what the signification of moon is in a general way. Like, we know moon signifies mother, moon signifies the mind, so on and so forth. But you'll be surprised at how much detailed information is given in the ancient scriptures about the significations of moon. And that makes it easy for us, rather, to do an accurate analysis of a birth chart. Okay, so this is coming directly from the ancient scriptures. This is not fiction or imagination which you'll find on the internet by some modern day astrologers, and you'll be surprised, like I said, as to the kind of information which has been described in the ancient scriptures. Now, one of the things I would like to tell you is that there could be certain overlapping between significations. Like, moon signifies the pearl, but at the same time moon signifies the diamond as well, as per the ancient scriptures. Okay, well, we know that Venus signifies diamond, so there could be an overlap here. So do not get overly concerned if I go through the significations and if there are overlaps between planets here. So what does moon signify is what we are going to discuss. And moon signifies the intellect of a person. Now, again, you're going to ask me, intellect is signified by the planet Mercury. Yes, this is an overlap, and that's the reason why we are making this video, because once you do an analysis, you need to know what all planets signify a particular area of a person's life. Okay, so moon signifies the intellect. Moon signifies flowers and fragrances as well. Okay, now again, you're going to ask me, well, flowers and fragrances are signified by the planet Venus. Yes, this is a overlap here. Okay, now moon also signifies going towards a fort. It does not signify the fort, but going towards a fort. Isn't that interesting? So this is coming, like I said, from these scriptures. So there has to be a reason why the ancient sages have mentioned this. Moon signifies diseases, and again, you know, there's an overlap here between moon and Saturn, because Saturn signifies diseases. So, and I'm not gonna, now moving forward in this video, I'm not gonna go and discuss with you the overlaps. I'm just gonna go ahead and discuss the significations of moon, and you can understand yourself. You can, you know, take, or you can factor this when you listen to this video, that there could be other planets which also signify the significations which we'll be discussing now. So moon signifies diseases. Moon signifies Brahmins, like the planet Jupiter also does. Moon signifies laziness. Moon signifies kapha temperament, or a kapha dosha. And people who are not familiar with what kapha and vata and pitta is, please refer to my earlier video on the types of doshas. Moon signifies epilepsy, okay, the disease epilepsy. Moon signifies the mind and the psychology of a person. Moon signifies the heart, just like the sun. Moon signifies women. Moon signifies Papa and Punya, means good and bad deeds, just like Saturn does. Okay, moon signifies sour things. Moon signifies sleep. Moon signifies happiness, or sukha. Okay, moon signifies liquids. Moon signifies silver. Now again, there's an overlap here between Venus and moon. Moon signifies sugarcane. Again, there's an overlap between Jupiter and moon here. Moon signifies fevers which happen during the winter time. Moon signifies both long distance and short distance travels. Moon signifies wells which are not dry wells but which have water in them. Moon signifies rivers. Moon signifies ponds. Moon signifies the mother. Moon signifies the pearl. Very, very strongly. Again, there's a slight overlap here. Some scriptures also mention that Venus signifies pearl as well, but mostly it's moon, as we know. Moon signifies salt. Moon signifies leprosy. Moon signifies short height. People who are short in height, that's signified with the planet moon. Now, of course, there are other factors also, so don't just jump to a conclusion here. Moon signifies the mind. Moon signifies the body strength. Moon signifies diamond. Again, there's an overlap between Venus and moon here. Moon signifies the Sharad Ritu, which is a season. Sharad is not, definitely it's not winter season, but it's a Sharad Ritu as per the ancient scriptures. Moon signifies honey. Moon signifies humor, just like Mercury does too. Moon signifies satisfaction. Moon signifies wheat, just like there's an overlap here between sun and moon on wheat, because we know that wheat is directly connected to sun, and there is a more connection between moon and rice. But here in the ancient scriptures, it's been described that moon signifies wheat as well, so there's an overlap. Moon signifies the face. Moon signifies the aura, the good aura around the face. Okay. Moon signifies speed of the mind. Again, there's an overlap between Mercury and moon here, because moon is the fastest moving planet, as we know, and moon signifies mind. So speed of the mind is signified by moon very, very clearly. And of course, we consider moon as a planet in Vedic astrology, as we all know. Moon signifies the desire. This is funny. Moon signifies the desire for yogurt. Not yogurt, but the desire for yogurt. People who love yogurt is signified by moon. Okay. Moon signifies the yogis or tapasvis or renunciates rather. Moon signifies fame. Okay. Moon signifies being strong at night, because moon is strong at night, so people who are influenced by moon will come out very strongly during night. Strength at nighttime. Moon signifies that. Moon signifies scholars. Moon signifies getting of livelihood. Okay, so people who can get good livelihood and timely livelihood, and they can find satisfaction in livelihood, you'll see a connection of moon there very, very clearly. So moon signifies that. Moon signifies love for the west. Now we know that west is the direction which is ruled by Saturn. Why moon here? But then the love for the west is represented or signified by moon. Okay. Moon signifies the Navratna, which is the 9 gems. Moon signifies a medium lifespan, not a very, very long lifespan. So people influenced by moon will, live more or less like 60, 70, mid lifespan. Not very, very long like Saturn influenced people, and people in whose birth chart Saturn is strong and a benefic and gives good results, they can live very, very long. Anyways, that's another discussion. So moon signifies mid lifespan. Okay. Moon signifies all kinds of foods. Okay. So Moon is a significator of all kinds of foods and finding enjoyment through foods. Okay, moon signifies long distance travel to distant countries. Okay, so earlier we talked about, you know, short distance, long distance, but moon also signifies traveling to different distant countries. Okay, moon signifies the lagna as well. This is very important. Now when we read a birth chart, we see a lagna first, but then the moon lagna is very important. So because that's the reason why it's mentioned here very clearly. Moon signifies the lagna. So the moon lagna, or the moon sign, is very, very important. You know, consider a moon where your moon is placed in the birth chart. Consider that as your lagna and do an analysis. Very important. Okay, moon signifies diseases related to the shoulders. Moon signifies the good fruits. Okay, and a huge umbrella, which is normally adorned over kings and royal people. You know, that big umbrella which covers their throne over their head, that is representative of the moon. That is signified by moon. Okay, moon signifies fishes. Again, there's a overlap between Ketu and moon here, fishes, because fishes live in water, so there's a connection. Moon signifies water as well, as we know, you know, rivers, ponds, waters. Moon also signifies all kinds of living beings which live in the water, like fishes and all kinds of other living beings, like crocs, even crocodiles, which live in all kinds of snakes which live in the water. That is also represented by the moon, or moon signifies those snakes which live in water. Moon signifies silk cloth. Okay, just like Venus does. So there's an overlap here. Moon signifies good growth. So any kind of a profession he is in, or even his family growth, moon is a significator for that. Moon signifies any object which shines. Okay, that's signified by moon. Moon signifies spatika. Spatika is quartz. So, and we know that quartz has a connection with Venus, but there's an overlap here. Moon signifies spatika as well. Moon signifies soft cloth. Okay, which feels good in the hand, soft. That's signified by moon. Okay, sometimes by Venus as well, but moon. Moon signifies the flow of electricity, not electricity, but the flow, because moon is about flow. It's about liquid. It's about flow. Any kind of energy flow, any energy which flows, that's signified by moon. Moon signifies the flow of magnetic current as well. Okay, moon signifies the mother's milk. Moon signifies the menses which women get. That's also signified by moon. Okay, moon signifies people who are involved with the railways, and again there could be an overlap with other planets here, but railways is also about movement and distance travel. So moon signifies railways and people who work for the railways. And of course there was no railway in the ancient times, but that's just an interpretation based out of what we got from the ancient scriptures by some scholars. Moon signifies ships and shipbuilding, because again it moves in water. Moon signifies, or moon is a significator of people who sell medicines. So dealers of medicine is signified by moon. Moon signifies people who are in social service, or NGOs, or organizations which work for the society, because moon is about society as well. Moon signifies glass factories. Okay, moon signifies a shop which sells food grains, because food grains direct relationship with moon. Moon signifies irrigation department. and all kinds of waterworks, irrigation. Moon signifies salt as well, and any kind of a salt department. Moon signifies imports and exports. And moon also signifies where coins are minted. And there could be many other significations of moon, but the size of the video or the time limitation of this video restricts me to discuss other significations. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and in the meanwhile I will recommend subscribe to my channel, check out my website, there is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic on Vedic astrology very soon. Goodbye.